Imagine standing in a field where over 50,000 men fell in just 3 days. The air is still, but something feels off. A chill down your spine, a whisper you can't explain. Welcome to Gettysburg, where history refuses to rest. July 1863. The hills of Gettysburg transformed into a living hell. The Union and Confederate armies clashed in one of the bloodiest battles in American history. Over 165,000 troops met here. When it was over, more than 7,000 were dead and tens of thousands wounded or missing. So much trauma, so much death. It's no surprise that Gettysburg has become one of the most haunted places in the world. But these aren't just ghost stories. They're encounters, they're voices, they're shadows that walk the earth. Gettysburg is haunted, not just by the past, but by those who still haven't moved on. Let's start with Devil's Denver, a maze of boulders that once became a killing ground. Confederate sharpshooters held this ground, and the Union fought fiercely to take it. And among these stones, a ghost. People say they've seen a man, barefoot, unkempt, wearing a floppy hat. He appears, stares directly at you, sometimes points and disappears before your eyes. Some tourists even report their photos disappearing, just gone, like someone or something doesn't want to be captured. One woman said she posed for a photo near the rocks and later saw a face behind her, a face that no one else saw. That's Gettysburg for you, it stares back. Just a short walk from the battlefield is a building that once offered shelter but became a chamber of horror. The National Homestead Orphanage. After the war, it housed the children of fallen soldiers. But under the cruel watch of headmistress Rosa Carmichael, the place became a house of pain. Children were locked in a basement, whipped, and left alone for hours. That basement today is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Visitors report hearing crying, feeling icy fingers, even hearing soft voices whisper, "Please let me out." Some say they feel small hands grabbing at their pant leg. One man claimed he heard the sound of chains dragging behind him. Whether it's imagination or not, once you go into that basement, it stays with you. On July 2nd, 1863, Union troops held this hill against overwhelming Confederate attacks. It was the high ground, and whoever held it controlled the battle. The 20th Maine, under Colonel Joshua Chamberlain, made a heroic stand here. But the cost? Dozens of lives. Visitors have seen a soldier kneeling, head in hands, sobbing. When approached, he fades like fog in the morning sun. One man followed the figure, thinking it was a reenactor. But when he turned the corner, no one was there. Just silence and the smell of gunpowder. Today, the Farnsworth House is a bed and breakfast. But during the battle, its attic became a Confederate sniper's perch, and its basement a makeshift hospital. Blood literally soaked into the floorboards. Some say it still stains the walls. The most famous spirit here, Mary, the lady in white, seen gliding silently through the halls, disappearing through walls, or standing beside your bed, just watching. Guests have felt pressure on the bed, lights flickering, and doors creaking open without explanation. One man woke up and swore someone was brushing his hair, only to find no one in the room. Paranormal teams have captured chilling voices on EVP, electronic voice phenomena. One investigator asked, "Are you still here?" And the voice that came back was clear, "Still fighting." Another, "Tell mother I'm cold." Think it's just static? Then how do you explain shadow figures caught on infrared? Or an old soldier's voice answering a modern question? Gettysburg isn't just haunted, it talks back. On quiet nights, some say you can hear the sound of marching boots, flags flapping, cannon wheels rolling. But when you look, nothing. People have seen full apparitions, soldiers marching in line, only to vanish mid-step. Tourists have even reported soldiers in uniform giving directions, only to realize later there was no reenactment scheduled. Gettysburg spirits don't just show up in basements or haunted inns. They walk the roads, they line the fences, they relive their final moments. Today, Gettysburg embraces its spirits. Dozens of ghost tourists explore the haunted sites. Locals share stories passed down through generations. So why do ghosts linger? Some believe that trauma leaves an imprint, that souls caught in fear or grief can't move on. Gettysburg was trauma incarnate, a place where brothers fought brothers, where love letters were never sent, where young men died with no one to hold them. Maybe the ghosts here aren't stuck. Maybe they're trying to be remembered. Gettysburg is more than a battlefield. It's a reminder of courage, of sacrifice, of sorrow, and maybe, just maybe, of the souls still standing watch. So if you ever walk these fields, pause, listen. You might hear a whisper from 1863. You might feel the presence of someone who never got to go home. Because the ghosts of Gettysburg, they're not just shadows. They're the echoes of a nation's pain and its promise.